So you're saying that in a completely isolated situation, it's not problematic.
Oh my gosh.
In not in the least.
I'm going to see how many times I can use it the rest of the podcast now.
Oh. All right, it was a good show outlasted. Welcome to 3 Guys, 3 Questions, where 3 friends test the limits of propriety through the questions we ask. Today is May 25th, 2015. This is episode 3 of season 4. This week, we're sponsored by chicken nuggets, French fries, and generally unhealthy foods. I'm Aaron L.M. Goodwin, and I'm joined, as always, by Andrew Savage. Say hello, Andrew.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
Hey,
So
Andrew.
good.
We're doing
so
great.
good.
Hey, thanks for saying something this time.
We learn. It only takes us 4 seasons,
I feel
but
like the podcast is richer now that we know what you're doing in that small moment.
makes so much more sense.
Okay, you know what? Move on.
I'm also joined by Adam Hamburglar Anderson.
Robble, robble.
Is that your wrestling name?
Haven't you seen the new Hamburglar?
We talked about this already.
We talked about
Oh
it.
man.
Yeah.
I love, Andrew, I love your complete inability to remember what we've talked about on this show. It's just like always reliable. It's the best.
Fun fact. I was listening to the lightning round
Mm.
with Zach, and Zach was like, Aaron's going to be Grimace. And then that's who you chose to be.
He just knew. If you're new to the show, here's how it works. Each host asks a question, then each host gives their answer. Hilarity hopefully ensues, and we move to the next question. Adam has today's first question, so take it away, Adam.
If you could remove one word entirely from the world's language, what word would you choose and why?
From the world's language?
From the world's vocabulary. Like, if you choose this word, nobody ever will be able to say it again.
Okay.
And they'll probably, like, forget the concept of it, too. I don't know how language works. I don't know how the process of removal works, but just, what's a word you never want to hear?
Like, it doesn't have to go through a committee.
Is it like Voldemort where they just say that word we can't say?
The word we never speak of.
Yeah.
No, like, they'll forget, like, the concept of it, too.
Because if that's the case,
It'll
I
be-
would pick. I'd pick.
It'll be like
Facebook.
1984.
Yeah, I'm just trying to talk, but no, but I would, if it was the case where it wasn't like people would still make references to it, but they couldn't say the word, I'd say Facebook, just because I would love to hear people like, "Oh, have you been? Did you see that post on that website?"
You
Yeah, I
know
saw
what
the-
I'm talking about.
I saw that post on that thing.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
So, you're not even particularly annoyed by any one word. You just want to make people's lives more difficult. You just want to
that's-
troll everyone.
That's a really good description of my life.
I'm-
That's who I am.
I'm down for that. I'd love it.
I would really enjoy it.
So did you see I sent you that invite on that website?
Which one? Not Twitter? Oh yeah, not Twitter.
The not.
Wait, no, it wasn't on Ello.
Yeah,
It was on long Twitter.
Long Twitter?
pictures and word and paragraphs.
Oh,
Twitter.
Tumblr.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Instagram?
No. It was a long Twitter, but not Tumblr. It's more suburban mom than Tumblr.
Wait, is my grandma on there?
Yes, the website that your grandma's on.
Grandma? She's alive? It's a miracle!
Yay!
Yay.
See what I did there?
Anyway, so that's the word.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Okay. My answer
Actually, I have a question, Aaron. Is
You don't have questions.
Is long? I have another question.
oh,
Okay.
follow up.
Is longtwitter.com available?
I really doubt it.
If you could, what would it be? If you could make a website where it's just like Twitter but double the characters.
It's exactly the same in every way.
That's the only feature.
Like it doesn't even. It's not even trying to hide it. Like it's just gonna be called long Twitter.
Longtwitter.com is not available.
What's something that's like
But
Twitter
we-
that sounds
But
like
we
Twitter?
can get longtwitter.xyz,
No, it's gotta be .com.
longtwitter.net, longtwitter.org.
What about longtwitter.me and then just have it redirect to buddybox.me?
Everything just goes back to the buddy box. Put everything in the buddy box.
Put your friends in the buddy box. Put your enemies in the buddy box. Put future buddies in the buddy box.
For the first time, I'm not wasting my money on something. My answer is problematic.
Yes, and
No, it's really like this is what I'm saying is problematic.
This isn't who's on first. We need to.
I hate the word problematic. I hate it.
Go explore that feeling, Aaron. I want to validate what you're saying, and I want you to explore your feelings and talk about them.
Here's what I don't like about that word. In and of itself, it's fine. No, every word in and of itself is fine. It exists for a reason. This is a real word.
So you're saying that in a completely isolated situation, it's not problematic.
Oh my gosh.
In not in the least.
I'm going to see how many times I can use it the rest of the podcast now.
Oh. All right, it was a good show, Outlasted. All right.
We're done.
Yes, and
no, I freaking hate you so much. It's just a terrible word because I think it's been commandeered by people who think they're intellectual, and maybe real intellectuals too, as a coverall. Because it's lost its meaning, really. It can be applied to anything that I don't like or I don't want to talk about or that I don't want you to question me on or that I don't want to have a reasoned dialogue about. So I just say, this is problematic. And when you say that, you're claiming moral authority on a subject, right? That or at least that's what I see happening all the time. So it really bugs me,
I guess.
No, I can see that. I feel like a lot of the time there's a right way to use it, but nobody ever uses it the right way. Everybody uses it in the way of, I have a feeling about this, but I don't have a point.
Yeah, or I don't want to explain it because I'm afraid that it's a weak point. Like, or whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is. Sometimes it's a valid reason, I suppose. But there's so many other ways you could say it. In almost all of those circumstances. So I guess what I'm against is words that become the trend.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
it's just everyone uses it as a coverall. It's like epic was a couple years ago. Everything is epic.
So I want to change. I want to change my answer because I want to get rid of the word.
Past it.
No,
you can't time travel into the past. It creates paradoxes.
I just want to remove the word awkward, if that's okay.
Awkward.
Yeah. No. If something is awkward, saying awkward does not fix it or like make it better.
Yeah, it's actually the same kind of attitude from which I think the incorrect use of problematic springs.
Yeah.
Because it's people saying, I want to make myself to be better than everyone in this situation. I don't have anything to contribute, so I'm just going to say awkward. And then everyone's like, ha 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 ha, yeah, you're right. This guy's dumb or something. Ah. Yeah.
That upsets me a lot. But
there was like an SNL sketch about that recently. They didn't say awkward, but it was the same idea.
You know what I'm talking about? It was the one with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yeah, and she's like, oh my gosh, if people said that, they would just, random. It was the same thing.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Random.
They'd be like, oh my gosh, if this happened, everyone would be like, that's random. No, they wouldn't. Oh, okay, that's going in the show notes.
Just that skit?
That sketch. That's actually going to be the whole show.
Just watch that.
The audio version.
No, I hate it. I hate it when people are like random because they're just using it as a substitute for humor. Like people use problematic as a substitute for making a point.
Yes, and it's not random by the definition of what random means. Probably what happened was the result of a chain of events that you just witnessed.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we got to this point. It wasn't random. No, nobody rolled a dice.
Right. So what they should be saying is unlikely.
Unlikely. Unexpected.
I would expect that. I'd be like, okay, that's funny.
That was unexpected. Okay.
Maybe not.
Adam, what's your oh gosh. Adam, I want to hear your answer.
I want to eliminate the word whilst or whilst or however you say it, unless you're from the UK. If you can say it if you're in the UK, because you can say anything you want in the UK and it sounds fine.
Because you invented the language. Your people made this language, so
They,
you have a little bit of authority over
people
it.
in England just have an accent that works for all words. But I'm very tired of hearing Americans say whilst or I see it a lot in writing. It's like, this means nothing other than while. That's all it means. There's no additional semantic information you're giving me while you're typing whilst, except now I know you want me to think that you're smart.
You probably hate me because I'm pretty sure I use the word whilst. Like, it sounds like a word I would use. And you're right.
Yeah, and it sounds ugly. It's one of the ugliest words.
I like the way it sounds.
It's not the ugliest word.
To me, it sounds jaunty.
Pretentious and uppity?
No, if maybe it does. We should take a poll. Everyone who thinks it sounds pretentious and uppity, say so. And everyone who says that it just sounds jaunty, like when I hear it, I think of like cheerio, old chap, like a jaunty British man.
No, and that's fine. But the thing is, none of us are jaunty British men, and so none of us should say it.
Some of us aspire to be jaunty British men, I think.
Well, let that be your last step.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I will know that I've reached it when I turn to you and I'm like, I say, Adam, do you think I could use this? Oh, chap.
Whilst on my fox hunt.
May I perchance use this word? And you're like, Aaron, you may. I felt tingling whilst you said that.
So I have a friend who has an English roommate this semester, and he's super English. He's from London.
Score!
And he's like, it's funny because he's a pretty attractive guy, and having an English accent makes you that much more attractive. So like the second day he was here, 3 girls come to the door and says, "Hey, is Elliot here?" I'm like, "How do you know him?" I've lived here for semesters and no one knows me. But anyway, so our favorite thing that me and my friend Cody, we love to do is taking him to American things that he doesn't know what are. We took him to Taco Bell the other day. Blew his mind. I was like, what the? He says, "I don't understand. You get free refills? You know how ridiculous that is." I guess what we took him to the movies to go see Avengers, and it was the biggest place he'd ever seen. It's really weird.
He's like, why is there so much empty space?
Well, he was telling us it was because in England, when you buy theater tickets, you buy it by seat, which I guess is kind of cool because then you get to pick what seat you get to sit in, and someone else can't sit in it. But the problem is that the theaters don't fill up. Because what happens is people don't want to sit next to each other.
They're like, I don't want to sit over there.
Yeah, so like I just won't go to the movie.
So like there's a theater with like one space in between everyone, and you're like, that's full.
Good enough. That's fun. That's a good hobby, Andrew.
I want to see his reaction to going to Five Guys. He's like, "Oh yeah, let's just get the regular size burger."
Also, here is a cup of French fries. Just tell him it's a chipper.
On top of that cup, we put more French fries. They're just in your bag.
The cup's really extraneous. It's not. I said extraneous weird.
Yeah, you did.
Extraneous.
Extraneous.
I think. I don't know.
It's like
I
know the word, but when it came from my brain to my mouth, there was like something in the way.
Your tongue.
Weird. Is this what having a speech impediment is like?
That might be
odd.
exactly what it's like.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah. Really the cup at Five Guys for your fries, the cup is just for your leftovers.
Oh, yeah, because you know what you have in your car, because you're an American, is a cup holder. So it's to-go fries. Take home fries.
So when I was working at Five Guys, there was this guy who would come in, order just fries and a burger, and then use the cup to get soda. Very odd. And I don't think you guys listened to me, but that's cool.
No, I was listening. That's wise.
Like, I was just imagining that. Like, I'm kind of impressed because that's a pretty good racket, but also I don't really want salty root beer.
That's true, but he
like
would do
with
it.
Potato chunks floating
It's
in
like
it.
salted caramel.
It's like I wouldn't stop him just because like you're making a sacrifice to save like $1.50. Like you're obviously in a worse off place. Like you need this soda more than Five Guys needs you to
I don't
pay
know.
for it.
I don't think you should. Hero. What's the? I can't think of the word I'm trying to say.
Hero?
No, I'm like
From Heroes? Hero Nakamura?
no, not Hero from Heroes.
That's the real hero.
Yeah. Hero's the real hero. No, I think you can't glorify this person. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh. You
No,
can't
I wasn't
glorify this
glorifying
person.
him. I was pitying him. Just 100%.
Because he hated women. We found his YouTube page, and it was just him
What?
yelling at cops as he was driving by.
That's the best thing when you search for someone on the internet and you find something like that. It's just
Yeah.
it's like striking gold. I feel like a salty 49er that's just like everything good has all of a sudden happened to.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
it's like when you find someone's Tumblr or Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram.
Yeah.
Or
Was it just
Reddit.
videos of him like going,
it was just him like rolling down his window, yelling at cars passing by.
am I being detained?
Yeah, cop cars or something like that. It was like anti-establishment type of person.
I kind of wonder what a cop would do if I'd be like, hello, cop, how you doing? And then it's like started a pleasant conversation with him. And then like in the middle of his sentence, just start screaming, am I being detained? Like,
If I was a cop, I would just pepper spray him and walk away.
This is a
He's not
crazy
getting my
person.
badge number with his eyes covered with mace. My question is, what is the worst good thing to have 1,000 of?
For me, it would be something that I'm an addict. I'm just gonna put it on the table.
Mhm.
I haven't been to any like group meetings or anything like that for this. Because it's pretty strange.
And people laugh at you
Mm,
for bringing it up.
I'm addicted to pineapples. Like, I can't have a pineapple in the house because I'll eat the whole thing in like a second.
I've seen him do it. He's like an apple.
Just yeah, like a horse eats an apple.
You don't
I
even
eat
peel
a
it. You just
pineapple.
bite into it. Ow.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's like the prickly parts are just a deterrent.
Seriously, I remember we went to a Brazilian churrascaria place and they bring pineapple that's been like
Oh.
roasted on a spit and then
It's
like
so
they'll cut
good
it off.
though.
Oh, it's amazing. And
oh man.
and I ate. Oh, I think this because there was like a family and there was this like girl who was I think she was like 10 or something like that, and she was counting like how many like pineapples I ate, and she's like, "You ate like 11 pineapples." I was like, "Oh, it's so good! I can't taste anything anymore."
But to be fair,
And I don't want to because the next thing I taste won't be pineapple and I'll be disappointed. And who knows what'll happen with the depression that will ensue.
but there's something about grilled pineapple that's amazing.
There's something about any kind of pineapple. I could eat pineapple. Like, I used to buy one of those gallon cans of pineapple, like the industrial can of pineapple.
Like army
like,
grade.
like army surplus pineapple. And like I used to buy one of those like every like 5 days or maybe every 4 days depending on when we shopped. And I just eat it. One time I ate the whole can in a matter of 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
I like if my life consisted of nothing more than like sitting on a toilet and eating, because I'd have to, right? Let's be honest, and just eating pineapple forever. Like, to me, if I get to heaven and that's all it is, I'll be so happy.
Just pineapples.
Just you sitting on a toilet eating pineapple.
I'd be so happy for eternity.
No, if it was heaven, he wouldn't need the toilet.
Mm. But you know what? I'm relaxed on the toilet. I like the toilet.
Like, as far as addictions though, like pineapple's not the worst.
No, it's not. But like, it is a problem because I always overeat it and I eat too much that it burns off my taste buds. Like, I'm really not joking. I've had it where I can't taste anything for like a week
Oh,
after
yeah.
I've eaten pineapple because I eat so much of it.
That would be problematic.
All right, I'm done.
My whole question was just leading up to that word. Oh.
Someone, it's now your turn to answer.
Oh,
Adam.
sorry.
You're so
I was-
pleased with yourself.
thinking
You
about
forgot how
pineapples
this show
still.
works.
He was like problematic.
No, I was thinking about pineapples. I was trying to think of pineapple jokes. There's a fact that I heard that pineapple juice has enzymes that dissolve flesh. So like that could be less than good.
Nah, you're probably good.
See, I didn't say it, Aaron. I didn't say it.
Why was that one of the jokes that you thought of pineapples?
Well, I was trying to think of a joke that led off of that.
Adam, what is the worst good thing to have 1,000 of?
Puppies.
Nah,
Let me explain.
no, you're wrong.
Let me explain.
Whoa.
If because the question is to have 1,000 of. So like if I had 1,000
Oh,
puppies,
that's
I would imagine like I would be in possession of them. I would be the owner of these 1,000 puppies.
You'd
Which,
be
first of all,
responsible for 1,000 puppies.
I would be responsible for 1,000 puppies. People would think that I had a puppy mill, which I do not.
Whenever I hear puppy mill, I don't think of a mill that churns out puppies.
You think of puppies working at a mill?
No, well,
No,
that's
but that's better.
cute. That's really cute. But what I picture is a mill that squashes puppies.
Like a
to
wheat
churn out
mill,
something
like you
else.
throwing puppies, shoveling puppies into
Like
the wheat
like
mill.
as tree is to paper mill. That's what I think
Puppies are to a puppy mill.
of. Yeah.
Here's the thing: if I had 1,000 puppies, you know how many people would be at my house all the time?
No one, because your house would just be full of puppies from the floor
No,
to the
that'd be
ceiling.
the greatest thing ever.
No, the puppies would start to die. It would be terrible.
Okay, that is pretty terrible. I agree with that.
Like a dead puppy is the worst.
I know,
Like, that's
and
like one of the saddest things I can think of.
no means of taking care of 1,000 puppies. They would start pooping and peeing everywhere, and then they would start dying, and I would have dozens and dozens of dead puppies, and it would just be the worst thing.
Can you imagine the rest of your life how badly PETA would just ruin everything you tried to do? Every job prospect, they'd find out about it.
I don't even care about PETA. I would.
Well, no, I'm saying they would ruin your
if
life.
any of those 1,000 puppies died under my care, I would just turn into a depression tornado and I would just self-destruct in a matter of seconds, and then all the rest of the puppies would die. It would be terrible.
So here's my question, Adam, because everyone knows puppies are awesome. One
Right.
puppy is great.
Yes.
2 puppies is amazing.
Mhm.
Where
3, what's the limit? When is
where's the line? Yeah.
where,
Where do you reach peak puppy?
I think peak puppy is like 20 or 30 puppies. Probably 20.
Wow.
I feel like it's a
Really?
little high.
Yeah.
Is that considering the resources you now have, or is that in some
I was
Ideal.
just considering peak puppy in general.
okay?
For me right now, like living in this apartment, peak puppy would be like 1 puppy. But like
Yeah.
if I like lived at home, like lived in my parents' house and had my parents' income, peak puppy would probably be like 15 or 20 puppies.
It'd be so awesome. You'd be so happy.
Right.
Can you even imagine how happy you would be?
Like one litter of puppies is a handful, but a happy handful. Like two litters is pushing it. And I think peak puppy is probably like 15 or 20 puppies. Where like you're still happy having puppies,
Mhm.
but none of the puppies are going to die.
What if one of those puppies was a trained retriever of pineapples?
That would be your puppy.
Can you imagine? I'd
I would-
gladly take that.
I would
puppy off
sell
your
that
hands.
puppy to you.
You wouldn't give him. You have 30 puppies. You wouldn't just give one to me? Your best friend?
No, I would probably sell most of the 30 puppies. Like I wouldn't keep all 30 of the puppies.
You wouldn't keep
Because
them?
30 dogs is that's peak dog. That's way past
yeah.
peak dog.
Yeah,
Peak dog
that's-
is like 3 dogs.
That's but you know what? That's like 2 dog sled teams.
Yeah, what if this is in Alaska the whole time? Now you look like a fool.
Now you just gave up the perfect dog sled team. You had subs for all of them. You take half the dogs and you link them up to pull the sled, and you take the other half and put them in the sled to keep you warm. And then once the front dogs get tired, you switch them out.
So you'd be like Cruella DeVille, but you keep the puppies alive.
It's a renewable. It's a renewable dog sled. You know what I mean? It's like a perpetual motion machine.
So you switch the puppies out when they get tired.
Yeah.
I would
Beautiful.
I would like to see how many puppies it would take to pull a dog sled. Not even with anybody in it. I just want to harness a bunch of puppies together and
Just
see if
the
I can get them
sled.
all to go in the same direction.
Oh, that would be really adorable. I bet the internet can provide.
So amazing. If anyone has the ability to do something like this, you know where to send that video.
Yes.
It's to us. It's to us. Andrew, what's your answer to your question?
Okay. Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies.
Oh man. There is definitely a law of diminishing returns on oatmeal cream pies.
So like every time I go to the store, it's like that monkey on my back. Like they're pretty good, but there's something about them. It's just like pure sugar.
Yeah.
And
but there's like a part of you that's like, but it's oatmeal. That's wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
For me, peak oatmeal cream pie is like half of an oatmeal cream pie.
Well, there you go. Here I found a picture of corgis dragging a sled.
I love corgis. Corgis are like permanent puppies.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. This is the picture. Dang it. Why am I looking at pets now? I'm going to be stuck here forever.
Yeah, you need to close that tab.
So here's my thing. The only thing that's worse to have than 1,000 oatmeal cream pies is 1,000 pictures of cute dogs.
People start to question your stability at that point.
You stop showering,
Mm-hmm.
you stop sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
because all you do is look at the pictures of cute dogs. Look at him. Look at him. Okay.
Sorry.
I want to explain why this picture is scientifically hilarious. Okay. So the dog is leaning back in a businessman chair. That's funny. If it was like a normal chair, it wouldn't be as funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's also funny because he has a footstool, but his legs are obviously not long enough to reach that footstool. So it's like, oh, what is the little guy doing in there?
I like his little paunch. And then in the corner it says, like a boss.
Like a boss.
See, now that's cute. One of these puppies is cute. 1,000 of these puppies would be bad. I wouldn't be able to afford that many chairs.
Can you imagine the roaring sound of 1,000 pugs with all of their
Oh my gosh, that would be terrible because I don't even really like.
But like times 1,000.
I don't even really like pugs.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like pugs?
Like I think they like are a freak of nature, and they probably like I feel sad for them that people keep breeding them. Like they don't let evolution take its course, but they're pretty cool. I like them. They're all right.
Yeah, but like having 1,000 pictures of a dog, like, are you talking about like printed out pictures, or you can hide them on your hard drive and nobody can know, nobody has to know?
I may have a folder on my computer of just cute dogs that I look at when I'm having a tough time. There may be 1,000 pictures on there.
So you're answering this from experience.
Yes, because nothing is worse than someone finding those.
I was imagining.
I can think of a lot of worse things for people to find. You sure have a big bookmark list of rope knots and blindfolds and gags.
List of chloroform dealers.
Close that.
But what I was imagining when you said, "Oh my gosh, that's adorable," I don't even remember what I was going to say anymore. That's amazing. Oh yeah. So when you said 1,000 pictures of dogs, what I was imagining was like printed out pictures, and like you just have them plastered on your walls. So like somebody like comes into your living room, and you just, like it's just like a dog wallpaper, and they're like something's wrong here. Like I don't.
And they're like kind of smudged and stained from the oil of your hands. You know, over the years.
So
you just walk in and you're like, I don't feel safe.
I gotta tell you guys the story.
Oh,
it's really important. So it was while I was in Maryland, and you know how you have those memories from back when you were away, and it's just like you don't remember them until something sparks it, and you're like, oh, I remember every detail about that situation.
Yeah, it like unlocked a door.
Yeah, so I just had that, but there was this old lady that we would go by and try to help out. She lived kind of close to our apartment, so we'd always stop by. We went to her house, and she wasn't that old. I guess she was like in her 60s, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Late 60s, but she would paint all the time. And so she had these paintings all over her house, this little apartment, all over the walls. The problem was they were all of her naked.
It is expensive to hire a model for that kind of stuff. I mean, if you just have a mirror.
I remember the first time she let us in, and we come in, and I'm like, what? It was just all over the place, and we never went back.
That's wow.
So that's the worst thing you can have 1,000 of.
Because like she's there, and there's pictures of her. Like, why she even bother wearing clothes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if everyone's already going to see you naked, they might as well see you naked. And
The illusion is gone.
right? Yeah. That reminds me, I thought you were going to talk about puppies because I remember this old lady that we knew who had two little, they were little, I think they were like Shih Tzus or something like that. And her name, people pick the weirdest name for their dogs. One of them was like, oh, I kind of get that. His name was Little Man. But the other one was named DiCaprio after Leonardo DiCaprio. And I don't know what she fed her dogs, but it wasn't normal food, that's for sure. Because they would fart all over the place. Like it's like they were propelled, like in order to move, they had to like push gas out of their butt to get around. Because everywhere they went, it was just like crop dusting. And she would be like, Lil Man, DiCaprio, you got the Reesty gas. You need to go on, get out of here.
It would be
She
funny
said
to say
that like 8 times a night.
DiCaprio farting.
Yeah, freaking Leonardo DiCaprio.
I've always wanted to have a really big dog named Beauregard.
I think you'd have to be, what was the dog from the Beethoven movies?
Beethoven?
No, what type of dog is it?
A Saint Bernard.
A Saint Bernard. That's it.
Okay, my question is, if you had to pick one thing to play as your alarm for the rest of your life, and it had to be a TV show theme song, which would you choose?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. 100%. No questions.
Yeah?
It would be the absolute best thing to have as to wake up to. And it would wake you up so quickly
Adam,
because you'd hear
is-
it and then you would have to sing along.
This
then
is
you
where
would
I'm
be
going to have to disagree with you, because I love that theme song. I think it's amazing.
Mhm.
But what if you're in Compton and you get a phone call?
What if you're like spending the night at a friend's house who happens to live in Compton?
Yeah.
Are you
I
saying
don't
people
think-
in Compton don't like the Fresh Prince of
Yeah.
Bel-Air?
Actually, now that I think about it, I know what you're implying, Andrew.
I just don't know if they'd like you to listen to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song.
I feel like they would like me more because of that.
I feel like people would just come out of the woodwork singing along. It eventually turned, and he'd walk out into the streets and he would lead a parade down Crenshaw.
Honestly, I feel like the worst thing that could happen if my phone just like started playing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song in Compton would be that somebody just steals my phone because they want that ringtone.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Okay, I redact my statement.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days.
Yeah, and like, that would be the best thing to wake up to. Like you can't hear that and then not sing along. So it would wake you up so much faster than anything else.
Okay, well, I'm going to be changing my ringtone right now, so... Because I think you're right.
Yeah, because you'd have to sing along to it. That's such a good point. Like you would have to get up.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might just make it my text message alarm, too. So
Oh my gosh, every time the whole song plays, we get a text message.
Not the little beep, just the whole song. Anyway.
Now listen up, here's a story.
No. Hey, so, okay, Andrew.
Dude, I don't know if I can beat that.
I don't think it's like a competition. You don't have to beat it.
No, I feel like it's a competition. Every time is a competition.
Speaking of competition, I have consistently had the best answers. Puppies, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, whilst all great answers.
All right, I believe what you just committed is called a technical foul.
We call it party fouls.
Bragging on the court.
It's called a party foul.
Who's we?
A podcast foul? Podcast party foul?
Okay.
Podcast
I think that's
foul?
actually the term for a get-together of birders.
So if I had to change my ringtone to a theme, I didn't read the TV theme song thing, so I would probably have to do Ironsides.
Wait, that's what TV show does that go with?
Ironside? Oh, let me.
Is that a TV show?
I'm unfamiliar
It is.
with this.
It's from the 70s, but it has a great.
Okay.
For some
I'm
reason, when I
looking it
think
up.
of Ironsides, I think of somebody's like just like their kidney area has just been replaced with metal.
Here's
Like
the thing.
it's like Iron Man, but just not all the way.
Is this a Quincy Jones jam?
He wrote the theme.
I'm putting it in the robot here.
Okay,
Sure.
well,
And that's all I'm going to listen to it right
Okay.
now. Dead air. Oh, hear that snare? Oh, cowbell. Wow. That was almost like Hawaii 5-0 levels of energy.
oh yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good. I think I'd be worried, okay, if that was mine,
Okay.
because I mean, first thing in the morning, I hear that, I'm getting out of my bed, I'm wiling out. I'm wiling all over. You know what I mean? Just wiling.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Yeah, I do think that it would be nice to wake up every day feeling like a spy, though.
Yeah, like I'd go do stuff. Like I probably would never. I'd like skip my morning routine. My routine would become espionage.
Like you'd sneak breakfast. Like it would only be a success if nobody saw you eat breakfast.
Yeah, like you're carrying a newspaper open, you place it in front of the plate, and then as you walk away, people realize like, oh, hey, where does food go?
Yeah,
It's hidden behind the
His
newspaper.
giant pineapple is gone.
You just have
Hey, where'd
more.
the puppy go? Jan, where's the puppy?
You just have more and more complicated breakfasts. Like eventually, your goal is to like make pancakes and bacon without anybody knowing.
I wish my roommates could do that.
Without anybody knowing?
Yeah, because they do the exact opposite.
Are you talking about how they leave a mess? Is that what you're saying?
Or they just like go around and announce it. I'm making bacon, bacon, everybody's bacon.
Open up the windows and look out. Guess what, Rexburg? I'm making bacon!
Yeah.
And then like 30 Rock-esque music swells in the back.
Oh, can I change mine to 30 Rock?
No.
Dang it.
You can't, because look, Ironsides is the right answer, I think.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You could do some amazing things if that's how you began your day. Wow, that's good. Now I'm like worried about mine. Okay, my answer, is that it?
I know yours. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put mine if you guys don't know it. I don't know if you know it or not. My answer is the Perfect Strangers theme song.
No, I think that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I'm listening to it right now.
And they're in Chicago in the opening scene. And there's like that thing that they had in the 70s, 80s. It's like an electronic harmonica.
Yeah, are you talking about like right at the beginning?
Yeah, like synthetic harmonica.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a saxophone or a recorder or like some weird hybrid.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't think you can crossbreed those.
Hey, there's a Mustang.
And Balky pets a horse. Standing tall on the wings of my dreams, rise and fall on the wings of my dreams. Rain and thunder, the wind and haze come down.
Is that gonna make it?
It's my life and my dream. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Oh, and that synth harmonica comes back. It's so good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
So good. Yeah, that's it. Because it just is so inspirational. That's it. I mean, I don't even really have any comments. Do you guys remember that show?
No, I never watched that show.
Oh, really?
I'm almost offended that you think that I did.
Why?
Because it's like 10 years old.
Okay, like that's like
least.
asking, did you watch MASH? Did you watch Family Matters?
I watched no.
Just
I didn't.
because they're old doesn't mean
I didn't watch
can't-
those shows.
Did you watch Gilligan's Island?
No.
Okay, well, this
What?
explains a lot.
I remember watching Perfect Strangers back in the day.
Yeah. it
Perfect
was
Strangers ended when I was 2 years old.
I think that speaks more about Aaron and I than it does you.
good. I used to watch it like every night it aired. Like that was like I couldn't miss that. That was my jam. Perfect Strangers.
What network was it on?
ABC.
That's why. It was like their was it on Fridays or
Well, it was like the last 2 seasons were at the tail end of TGIF.
Oh yeah.
I think it went Full House, Family Matters,
Mm-hmm.
Step by Step,
Yes.
and then Perfect Strangers.
I believe that is correct.
And it's important for my brain to remember this, apparently.
Didn't they add the Sabrina the Teenage Witch after a while?
I
think
did watch that show.
Yeah, she was around later.
That was later.
There was Teen Angel that was around for 1 season.
I just got really
Yeah.
excited because I felt like I could join the conversation again.
I'm
Sabrina.
sorry. Let's exclude him. Do you remember Dinosaurs? Dinosaurs was good.
I remember Dinosaurs. Have you
Adam-
tried watching it again since then?
Yeah.
Is
Very
Dinosaurs the
difficult.
one with like they were like dinosaur, like they were just people in dinosaur suits?
It's like honeymooners, but rubber dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
I saw a couple episodes of that.
Did you see the video going around of the dinosaur from Dinosaurs singing Notorious B.I.G.?
Yeah.
You should probably put that in the show notes just because it's relevant always.
Notorious is always relevant.
Mhm.
He's notorious for being relevant.
That's this week's questions. Remember, you can send us your questions several ways. Tweet your questions with the hashtag Ask3G. Leave a voicemail or text at 760-881-4382 or go to 3g3q.co/ask to submit it via Tumblr. Other than that, we have some follow-up and feedback. Or no, I didn't read the thing right. Now, let's discuss some follow-up and feedback from previous episodes along with other happenings.
I think the biggest news is that I was on Better Know a Jackal, so that was fun. And
Yay!
And Mike Besterfield managed to edit out all the parts where it was being a colossal tool, and so
Did you
actually
just call him
sounds.
Bastardfield?
I said Besterfield.
Beasterfeld?
Is it Best? I thought it was
Basterfield?
So Mike edited out all the parts where I was being a tool, and so I actually sound semi-intelligent and
Was
almost
the
amusing.
podcast like 5 minutes long?
I listened to it and I still thought you were a tool, so I'm wondering what he edited out.
Well, no, that's because you know I'm a tool.
No. I think it was good. Yeah.
So
I
it was
think it was good.
fun. It was.
No, I think it
a
was
thing.
good.
It was fun.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
The tool thing was
Yeah.
a joke, everyone.
I enjoyed it. I think everyone should go listen.
Has anyone ever like made a self-deprecating joke and people like agree with you? Like, oh man.
They're like, yeah, I think you're right. Good. You know what? I was been meaning to tell you for years. Hey, I didn't mean that.
I'm that person that always says it to other people.
Or it's just like you're like, oh, I'm so ugly, and then somebody's like, oh, there. No, you're not. You're not that bad. You're just like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, that happens. I don't like. I hate that. It's like, oh, you really aren't good at picking up on the cues, and now I feel terrible for myself. I don't know if we can mention it. I think it's that we need to keep it a secret. But we can talk. We can say
So we can't talk about
we appeared on a
all
special
of it.
project. Yeah, we can say just be on the lookout. We guested. We appeared. It's more than a cameo. Like it.
It was
yeah. Pretty much all
above
us.
above a cameo.
Yeah, I mean, like we were all over it.
Yeah, but we can't talk about all of the thing. All of it. We can't tell you everything.
Yeah. I do think it was. I mean, I don't know if you guys are on the same page. We haven't had a chance to talk about it after.
No, we haven't.
But like I just really came down from the cloud yesterday. Like I was riding high from, and I thought it was just cool.
It was 2 days ago, so
It's cool when famous people are like legit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was expecting them to maybe be like have their heads up their butt or be really prideful or something. But like these guys are class acts.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I enjoyed it.
yeah. Be on the I mean, we can't say anymore, but
No, I mean it's just exciting to work with people who are so professional.
Yeah.
We
learned. I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like they taught me about the craft of entertainment. You know what I mean? I think that they've been in the biz a lot longer.
I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, and we can't say if it's like TV or movies. Can't tell you which media, but you'll know when it happens.
Well, I mean, we can say it's not a song collaboration. Let's just put it.
It's not a song. Yes, yes. It's I mean, it's not a song.
It might be a collection of songs. We don't know.
We can't rule out albums.
I guys think we said too much. I think we. Okay,
but it's really exciting. It's really cool. It's amazing.
Yeah. So hopefully in a week or two, probably it should. So yeah, be on the lookout. Keep up to date. You know. The last item of follow up and feedback is something we mentioned like season 2, I believe. Right. The Buddy Box.
Yeah.
We put up a website. We told you about that back then at buddybox.me. And it used to just be a page that said friendshipping soon, you know, because the idea, Andrew, what's the idea behind the Buddy Box? Like, what is the Buddy Box? Like, when we talked about that, what's the purpose of this?
I think what we were talking about how, because we were talking about friend zone, right? And this was a better alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the friend zone is stupid. Like, the friend zone should be a positive thing. Like everyone's like, I'm stuck in the friend zone. But it's like, dude, being friends is awesome.
Yeah, friends are cool.
Like, I love having friends.
Yeah. So the Buddy Box is
where I would put my friends if I had any.
It's the positive term for the negative connotation of friend zone.
We rebranded the friend zone is what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying we're like thought leaders, but we're changing lives. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Box. Well, it's now shipped and it's live, and you can go there and you can sign up for Buddy Box and get involved, and it's going to be a fun place. It's basically like the online equivalent to like the ball pit at McDonald's, but like less gross.
Yeah, it's like the online equivalent of the ball pit, but without any bacteria or viruses.
Yeah, but one time I was at the ball pit and I dove in, and like when I came up out of when I emerged from beneath the balls, in my hand was a rabbit's foot. I'm not even lying. Like, I didn't even purposefully grab the rabbit's foot while I was down there. I didn't feel around and find it. It had just like looped itself over my finger, like some sort of like
it had
Lord of the
chosen
Rings
you.
situation. Yeah, the rabbit foot had chosen me, and I kept the rabbit foot for months. So, because I was a kid, I lost the rabbit foot. But like, this is gonna be that level of awesome.
Yeah, I would say so. I like to think of buddybox.me as like, it's like a party that turns you into a better person.
Yes. It's gonna make better people of us all. We're there. We're all already in there. Yeah. Look, some of the people we worked with on the project we can't quite name are in there too. So it's a pretty big deal. So you should go to buddybox.me, join, get involved. Tell your friends, your family. Yeah, it's good. Anything else?
I think we're good. I think we're done.
All right. We do. Okay.
I think we might have oversold the Buddy Box.
No, you can't oversell the Buddy Box. It's amazing. All right. Thanks for listening. Remember, your ratings fuel us. So please go to 3g3q.co/rate. Now, I know some of you are thinking, I'll do it later. Do it today. Do it today. Go and rate it. Leave your review. I don't care if it's like 1 star or 5 stars. I just want an star. We really do need more reviews. And you can subscribe to the show to receive new episodes the moment they're released by going to 3g3q.co/subscribe. We'd also love to hear from you. So, gentlemen, where can people get a hold of you?
I'm still on Twitter.
He's still there.
Still there. _SAV. That's me.
I've
That rhymed.
returned to Twitter after a short hiatus of like 2 or 3 hours, and I can still be found at that Adam Kid.
Did you feel like you really learned something about yourself, like being away, like taking that break?
It was a transcendent experience.
I should
Because
try that.
while I was gone, I went to Buddy Box instead.
It's Buddy Box. Buddy Box, like everything bad about Twitter, the inverse of that, like the positive side of it's like a film negative of the bad stuff of Twitter. It's all on Buddy Box.
Sometimes it's called long Twitter.
Long Twitter. I'm on Twitter as Aaron LM Goodwin. I love to chat. You know, let's just chat. DM me. What up? Other than that, goodbye. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful week. Have a wonderful night. Have maybe you know, like a romantic night.
What?
You know, snuggle up with somebody special. Get on the Buddy Box. Put all of your friends in the Buddy Box, and remember to question everything.
Nope, I'm talking. So yesterday I was at a work meeting, and they asked us to say something interesting about ourselves, and I said I was on a semi-successful comedy podcast. So I think that should be our tagline. Semi-successful
comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Semi-successful since 1991.
I keep finding out now. This is weird, but I keep finding out that people who I consider like a lot more successful, and I'm not gonna say famous. I'm gonna say like maybe internet famous.
Okay.
Like listen to the show and never told us. What if like
Jerks.
you can talk to us about the show? I don't know if they're ashamed.
I would be.
Like maybe it's shameful but addictive. Is that what we're doing here?
Like pineapples.
Pineapples aren't shameful. They're the universal symbol of hospitality.
I was reading a thing that people kept their pineapples as a sign of wealth. Back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, like you could rent pineapples to keep in your house.
pineapple rental service.
And
It's
they
like
just sit and rot.
I could just see it on the Product Hunt webpage. Like it's like Uber for pineapples.
So
Like there's just an app on your phone, and you push a button, and somebody brings a pineapple to you.
Yeah.
What old-timey business practice do you think would be better or benefit from the new age of technology?
Could you write that down, and we can talk about it next week?
Done.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
next
should be
week.
the next one. Let's not waste our time. Okay. Hey,
That's just a taste of next week.
let me read. Did you have something else to say, Adam?
Yeah, I was like, are you guys sad that there's not like really good TV theme songs anymore?
Every day.
I mean, like,
Yeah, what happens?
like there's theme music sometimes, but there's very rarely like the Perfect Strangers thing. Like they had a song and like an entire sequence like specifically filmed for their intro.
You know what's a
And,
really
like-
good one? Welcome Back, Cotter.
Yeah,
It's a really good
Welcome back. Yeah, it's a Burger King commercial too.
yeah, and
That's how good it was.
I feel like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt like almost brought it back. But they didn't film
yeah.
anything separate for it. They just used clips for the show. But it is a really good song.
Yeah, I can't think of other than Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I can't think of one.
Like
that's
Yeah.
Like The Office has theme music but no words. There's 30 Rock. It's just the
I think the last one was Friends. Friends had the theme song.
yeah. And like they had something
Community
like filmed for the intro.
has a
Oh,
song, but it's
yeah.
actually just a song.
Yeah.
Like it's
Community
not.
has one.
It's like an old 97 song or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle had a theme song. Like a theme like an opening sequence.
Well, no, that was just a They Might Be Giants song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it not for did they not record it for Malcolm in the Middle?
No, it already existed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
so maybe it's
I just thought of a recent one, Phineas and Ferb. has an opening sequence with a theme song and everything.
It's like a cartoon. Like, doesn't count, right?
Yeah, but it's a
Like a
pretty
kid's
good cartoon
cartoon?
as far as cartoons
That's
go.
like SpongeBob SquarePants has one, but
That's true.
I mean, that doesn't really count. Like, we're talking like sitcoms, like prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
Like everybody does the cold open now. It's just
people need to get on it.
like, here's the show. Let's go.
Yeah, and you notice how shows have made their cold opens longer and longer and longer. So it's like halfway through the show, the theme song plays and the credits roll, and you're like, "What? I thought that already happened. Did that already happen? I don't remember it because it was so long ago."
We should do
Yeah.
that with ours. We should do that with this episode. Just have it a cold open the whole time.
That goes through halfway through the episode. Look,
The
well, I
music
think
played.
what we need to do is we need to hire ourselves out to write theme songs for television shows. So if you've got a project you're trying to greenlight and you really want to get a pilot,
Guys, I know someone.
happening, we will write a theme. I will do it. We'll all collaborate and we'll write. Amazing
Andrew
theme song.
plays guitar. Aaron and I.
But I
do
know
other things.
someone. I know someone who will do it. He has everything. It's kind of his thing.
Wait, that's what he does?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him to do
Like
it.
he does this already.
Yeah,
But oh wow, so we have a contact. Like, listen,
I'm going to make it happen.
famous people who are more successful than us that listen to our show that never talk to us about it. You don't even have to really like admit it. You can send it through a third party and just let us know that you need a song and we'll take care of it. Okay. So just tell us the premise of the show. What else do we need to know? The title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which of the wacky characters is the main wacky character?
Okay, yeah. What's their name? What's their costume? What is it like? What do they wear?
Yeah, like possible any possible rhymes you would like included.
The latest sitcom, or I guess opening intro that had like words. Too Many Cooks, obviously.
That was a
Well,
really good one.
To be fair though,
Yeah.
that was just that whole thing was just an opening sequence, wasn't it?
So I moved into my new apartment and there was a trash can, and I'm like, oh sweet, I got a new trash can. I look inside of it. Someone has written inside the trash can, Too Many Cooks. That's it. So every time I change my trash bag, I just laugh a little bit.
And then
put a new
it's
one in.
stuck in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, no! All right, we should probably get to our
Yeah.
other stuff.